Welcome to the episode number 31 of the podcast From Stress to Success Blueprint with your host, Lolita Guerin. And today I want to talk about something that I read in the book, and it was based on research, but it kind of made total sense to me. Okay, let me tell you what it was. So it says that um, your success in life depends on what happened to you in your childhood and the way how you learned to be successful. So, for example, and there's a child that's growing up in an environment where it's been constantly being appreciated and encouraged to do new things. And when the child achieves something and being successful, is being rewarded or at least validated and celebrated. And one thing comes to my mind, all of those kids when you see in the playground and they sliding and doing something and maybe throwing a ball and they kind of like shouting to their parents, look, mommy, mommy, daddy, daddy, look at me, look at me. And this is what the parents are supposed to say, oh wow, this is amazing, you did a good job, yay. um and sometimes it looks like, oh my gosh, those parents are cool overdoing it, like come on, like this is not a big deal. um but apparently, it's extremely important for the child to grow up knowing that they can achieve success. Because what happens when you're learning something new, and a few episodes ago, I was talking about that it's very important to learn something in a peaceful environment, so you can perform that better in the future. So what happens if you are a child that you're trying to be successful and you're trying to do anything, like let's say tying your shoes or anything. I mean, look, everything children need to learn, right, about this life. And let's say if you're not being celebrated for your success and you're not being rewarded for anything good that you do, you will not know what success means. And it's being researched that those children that grew up in the environment, for example, like me, I was very into a lot of bunch of stuff, but I remember when I would not get recognition for accomplishing something. It was always like not enough, whatever I do. So it is harder for me to be successful because I don't know what it is. And it kind of it makes sense to me. What do you say? You cannot understand something outside of your understanding. Um, but apparently it's extremely important to knowing this. So how that has to do with stress? And that's where the burnout and overwork, the workaholics, this is where what's happened. If you cannot appreciate when to stop, you will be running towards the horizon forever because it's never enough, meaning you cannot register when is that the point to stop and celebrate your victory. And I have lots of clients that come to my business and they say, I'm burnout, stressed out, I don't know what to do. I have all those projects and all of this needs. And it's like, why are you doing this? Ask yourself why you're doing this. But their problem is not because they're doing that. You could love doing something and you want to do more of it. But do you really celebrate your success? So I invite you now to think about all of those amazing things that you achieved. And in the previous podcast, I was telling you that it's very useful to have your achievement list, and continuously adding to that list of the things that you achieve every day. Just not just to keep your spirits up, but I'll also register that and remind yourself that you're capable of achieving things. But also, if you had difficulty writing that list and whatever you were about to put was not enough, that's mean it's a different issue. That's mean you are not really celebrated and appreciated for things that you do, and that leads to not being successful. Because if you do something and it's not being noticed and you get nothing as a reward, then you can think like, well, that was not even successful. Of course it depends on things, like if you're projects to tie your shoes and you actually did tie your shoes, I mean, it can be applause or not, but it's like very black and white kind of thing, right? Like you did it or you did not. But a lot of things that has to do with business, or especially with expressing yourself or different projects, could be like, well, I did it, but I could have done better. And how? Maybe faster, maybe sooner, maybe I don't know, but you can fill in the blanks. So think about it. Is there something in your life that you could celebrate more? So leave me a comment below. And if you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe to my channel. Please leave me a comment. And also, if you have any comments or you have any questions, I'll be very happy to answer. And I think next week I will start to do once a week, one episode of the podcast where I will be answering questions that I'm receiving, because I'm already started receiving few, and I think it's a really good start. If you want to have more help with your stress management, I'll be very happy to coach you. So go to my website, beamazingyou.com, and register for a consultation. Also, if you have a team that you would like that I'll come and speak and learn and teach how they can learn to manage stress in the workplace, I'll be very happy to do that. And again, go to my website, and that's where all the information is there. Okay, so in the next episode, I'll be talking about human needs and how that can be stressful. See you then.